Why do people overlook the inconveniences of barbecue? They don't necessarily tell you that barbecue is inconvenient, they just say it's delicious. So why don't they understand that torque of diesel is delicious? Who doesn't want torque?
Yeah, because nobody knows about torque.
You know, pork versus torque, right?
Pork versus torque?
Yeah. I just made that up. So we're in Austin, Texas, and we're at one of my favorite barbecue joints. And as you can see here behind me is the barbecue pit where they do all their cooking and smoking. And if you go over here, you're going to see my holy trinity of diesel goodness. It's a Volkswagen Golf TDI with a 6-speed manual. It's got a hatchback, diesel, and a manual. That's a holy trinity of cars. This here is the religion of Texas. It's called barbecue. And what we're going to do today is we're going to put pork against torque. So let's get this challenge on. We're going to see who's better, clean diesel or Texas barbecue. Does the Golf TDI do that? No, I don't think it does. It's pretty clear here that clean diesel beats barbecue in the smoke department. Barbecue restaurants such as Terry Black's and Franklin's are institutions in Texas, and unfortunately they're coming under fire for producing too much smoke for their neighbors. And I'm not singling out this restaurant in particular simply because it's in the news. I like it here, and I figured if I'm going to do a challenge, I'm going to eat some good barbecue rather than some mediocre stuff at those chains. Many people overlook the fact that not only is diesel just like barbecue, but I think it gets an unfair rap. So today I'm going to eat some ribs. In this case I'm going to go with the beef rib because it just looks so good. And I'm going to eat this rib and then use one napkin, and we'll see. Does that napkin get dirtier than the napkin at the diesel pump? So here's what I'm going to do. I got one napkin and I'm going to use this and only this, and I'm going to use it with this rib, and we're going to see if diesel's dirtier than barbecue. As much as I like barbecue, I actually like the 2015 Volkswagen Golf TDI even more. We had it for an entire week, and I put thousands of miles on it. Part of that was a challenge that I set up for myself to go from Austin, Texas to El Paso on a single tank. And it was an epic drive. Did we make it? Well, you're gonna have to stay tuned, subscribe, and find out. Well, there you have it. Down to the bone. And dirtier than diesel. Look at that. As dirty as it looks, there's nothing on the towel.
Yeah.
Very clean. Some people say diesel's hard to find. That's just silly nonsense. I can find diesel wherever I need it. Barbecue, however, that's different. I can never find barbecue when I'm hungry. We're at Franklin's and they're closed. I mean, I want some barbecue and they're sold out. You figure they'd still have something. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. Why is it so hard to find barbecue around here?
The destination is on your left. 915 East Main Street.
What's it called?
Cranky Frank's?
915.
It just looks like literally a rib shack.
The destination is on your left.
There it is.
915
Sold
East
out.
Main Street.
Sold out!
Good lord.
Alright, what else we got?
No, that was some kind of barbecue. Then you got Cranky Frank's, closed at 3. Old-fashioned barbecue pit. Looks like it's still ahead of us.
Starting route 234 342 West Main Street.
Okay.
In 1.1 miles, the destination is on your right. 342 West Main Street.
What's that place?
Cantina. Mamaritas.
Mamacitas. Should I get a diesel barbecue? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah. Yeah. What are some of the myths about diesel?
It stinks.
Yeah. Smoky?
It stinks.
Is it smoky?
Yeah.
Greasy?
Probably. It's bad. It's bad.
What you see here is the 2-liter EA88 diesel engine with a turbocharger and diesel particulate filter exhaust with AdBlue. This is the 2015 Volkswagen Golf TDI S-Trim. It has a 6-speed manual transmission, a 2.0 diesel engine with 150 horsepower and 236 foot-pounds of torque. It gets phenomenal economy on the highway. So what you hear now is the fans cooling the engine while it's going through its DPF regeneration cycle. And DPF is the diesel particulate filter. It is a system that traps soot inside the exhaust and reduces emissions. Right now it's going to burn this off and it comes right out the back, smoke-free, pollutant-free. And this regeneration cycle typically happens about once per 800 miles, usually once in a full tank. It doesn't constantly stay on, but it does come on at random times.
Barbecue's great, man, because you eat it and then you don't see, it's tangible. What is diesel? You just putting stuff in a tank like you put gas.
That's it.
But then it's only limited. It's not really limited. When you go to a gas station, you have 5 pumps with gas and you have 1 pump with diesel. But that's pretty good because nobody ever gets diesel. So when you go to the gas station, you don't have to wait in line. You just pull in and get your diesel.
Exactly. Sometimes the diesel is on the other side of the stations, so you don't even have to deal with people.
So how do you argue with somebody that says the electric's the way to go?
Well, if there's a hurricane coming onshore, or if there's a ice storm that's knocked out power, how are you going to get anywhere? You have no power. So if you didn't charge your car the night before, and the fact that a heating element uses more power, it's going to be seasonal, right? But everything you do on an electric car, every little thing, it's like Apollo 13, right? Where they're looking for amps everywhere to get back to the
sure.
Earth.
Yeah.
So in an electric car, you're trimming to get amps everywhere. But if you start your day with half a battery, and let's just say you're in LA where they have rolling blackouts for 2 hours a day, and they do brownouts because their grid can't even handle all the homes on air conditioning. How are they going to handle homes on air conditioning and charging their car? How?
I don't know.
So why would you be dependent on a grid that can't even support itself?
Diesel generators.
So you buy a diesel generator to power your electric car.
Right. So you might as well just buy a diesel car.
Yes.